Pussy nigga, brr. Hey, FDO, FTL, first day out, bitch. Fuck the feds, walked out the jail. I saw 6 phones. I just got out the bunk bed, 3 million cash. Can't fit in my hand, then sit some on my head. Babe, come put that pussy on me, bitch. I'm fresh from out the feds. I say fresh from out the feds, baby. Come put that pussy on me. Turned this fuck in the strip club, ran out of one, start throwing hundreds. Nigga, I can't fumble shit. The whole world been waiting on it. Took that knife all the way to R&D, gave it to my little homie. Nigga, ain't no more Mufasa, Mr. Goldman. I catch just the Johnny. Ain't no more outfits from Southland Mall. They set up made in London. Couple hoes jumped off my bed, majority waited on me. She just acting faithful to you till I get home. Trust me, homie, feeling patient. I might do a demonstration off GP. I ain't shot nothing in like 4 years. I ain't sent a hit in 3. Don't let dirt verse go to your head. Ain't nobody slime as me. I'm the one from around the corner where they snake Martin Luther King extra aggressive. Out in traffic, cause Hank ain't in the back seat. Everywhere I go is cars trailing, cause reckless ain't driving me. I get mad when I look around and my members ain't what they supposed to be. Whole war going on, I'm stuck in the cage, it drove me crazy. 30, pass me that Drake. Your bitch ass out my face. Unfortunately, I'm CEO and the top shooter for my game. My grandma told me keep my grass low the whole time I'm the snake. Smell this plot from like 3 miles away. He can't out snake a snake. I ain't choose the streets, they chose me. Stepping on shit my lane. I ain't choose the rap, it chose me. My name held too much weight. Type influence, I got where I'm from. Got your guy that told the Drake. When you meet me, you gon' get real motivated. Same day, them teardrops play it out. Go get your favorite bullet on your face. Do not rap when I am told. I rap when I got shit to say. SF90, I'm allergic to Corvettes. Fuck a C8. This a F8, not a C8, nigga. Mastery edition. In the May, oh my God, what happened to Virgil edition? In the Ray, wide body, colored in Black Badge edition. In the same scat pack since I left, that mean you stuck, little nigga. We all on the race to the top, these niggas stuck, can't get no bigger. I got Richard while in jail, locked in the feds, out doing niggas. Now my watch got on the watch, my chain got more chain than you niggas. Ain't no such thing as real niggas, but I'm damn sure ain't counterfeit. Hit 10 M's in the bank, then when Fed got penitentiaries. Ordering Ferraris, off a jail call on real rich. Make sure she cover my name up if you plan on keeping the bitch. I signed the deal and went to jail, they ain't even seen me pop my shit. I'm just not buying the chain, they say my name, I been bullshitting. My niggas die while in chains, get back gang, I'm right back for revenge. Hey, I just way more colder. Every 8 hours I'm changing fits. Every 7 I change the bitch. Number forms when we change lanes. Good poet, all these Jews I drop, how you ain't make a change? He ain't dead, but I got niggas in the fed smoking Lil Wayne. Soon I see my Memphis homies, hey man, say man. I had 9M to my name, making cheese out your bangs, reorganize my whole gang. On Sundays we work on our aim, and every month on the 13th I'm bopping out with a new chain. I heard street niggas getting tummy tucked, told you these rappers lame. In my cell I did 1,000 burpees, I toned up my frame. Fitted suit on, fitted cap turned backwards, rich and middle plane. Them steppers who got them served, they weren't doing it for the saints. See my dad in my first code D, jumped in the streets, he showed me lanes. Your dad a killer, but you ain't, you just like Bronny James. I asked her where she want my kids, she told me grab the brush and paint. So I ain't right at her forehead and tried to spell out my name. I got locked, nigga dropped $1 million worth salt around my game. Please tell me that shit fell about they pocket skinny, man. Please tell these rap niggas saying brother without permission that they stealing. Memphis minutes, kids say no to drugs and they on right to killing. She choose but her lips ain't move. I read her eyes, they said pimp me. Bay, I'm least likely some pimping, but I'm more likely a bastard. Super shiesty, crooked letter, David Banner. In the trap feeling like old dog watching hits I did on camera. Out on papers with a 922 G sitting on my counter. I'm out on papers with a full of ARP sitting on the counter. Hey, you think you got more shots than CG? Come and try your luck. You ain't never bought no crate or no grenade. Shut the fuck up. I just order a gun store. Nobody ain't got more chops than us. 901-375-0762. Call my bluff. I treat a player like a player and a custo like a clock. You need to treat your glizzy like a collar shirt and button it up. I treat gangsters like civilians. I treat smart niggas like ducks. Long story short story shorter, nigga. I cannot be touched. Can I slip up? Can't get on bush. Can't go outside. Can't get out far. I seek to see girl on the op. She left for her tag in his glove box. Katie patient. He might
Yo. First things first, make sure y'all sub, make sure y'all subscribe. We are back streaming. Been a crazy week.
I go, even my strikers bulletproof. All my hoes from Memphis still allowed to call me
Mr. Pope.
7 forms, rose gold, my first day out, damn fool.
Let's get into it. We got our first video we're gonna get into. It is. Let me close this shit up. Let me close this shit up. Let me close that shit up. That shit is still downloading.
One shot to the head. May he rest in peace. Wild reason doctors hooked him up. I feel like me. I just woke up out my dream cause I ain't feel my dream.
Let's get into it.
Body with me slime, then yeah, I got snakes with me. One shot to the head. May he rest in peace.
Let's lock in on this one.
Hooked him up. I feel like me. I just woke up out my dream cause I ain't feel my drink with me. And everybody with me slime, then yeah, I got snakes with me. I just booked for a deuce of red just to go to sleep. The trap on fire, hop back on my feet, soon as my phone beat, jumped out there.
This one is called Daughter Burns Mom to Death, thinks she can get away with it. Crazy, man. Let's see what happened.
Hello, are you Trace?
Yeah.
Hi, Detective Juarez. How are you?
Good.
Detectives are making their way inside 19-year-old Drake Bickett's apartment. In just a few seconds, he's about to hear something that will change his life forever.
So, your grandma, we found her, but she's dead.
Drake's grandmother, 65-year-old Marilyn Gandert, was last seen walking outside her home before disappearing without a trace. Police initially believed they were
Cheese is
dealing
so
with a
good.
routine missing persons report, but over the next few weeks, this case will slowly turn into one of the most tragic and disturbing double homicide investigations they've ever worked on.
Oh, man.
She doesn't have that many friends. She's like me, kind of solitary.
Out here at Encino and Northern, we think we found a body out here.
It looks like it has arms, and it looks like it has hands.
We back, y'all.
Intestines and stuff.
Start off with a bang.
You know, I get real tired and I want to die, you know?
So did you do that for her?
It's around 2 p.m. in the afternoon when Albuquerque police receive a routine welfare check call. Unknowingly, this marks the first clue in one of the most gruesome and twisted mysteries the city has ever seen.
Albuquerque Police, how can I help you?
I'm at my sister's house, and she's not here. I haven't been able to get a hold of her, and she usually gets back to me because I call her every morning and night.
And what's your sister's name?
Marilyn Gandert. So her vehicle's here, and that's how she travels. I mean, I'm getting worried now.
Okay.
It's not a good day.
Following the 911 call, Officer Barnhill is dispatched to the address to check on Marilyn. When he arrives, he finds Marilyn's younger brother waiting outside the home. Neither of them have any idea what disturbing clues are waiting inside the house.
Getting a little scared.
I know, definitely. So what's going on, though? It's just odd that she's not answering the door, or...
Not answering the door. Her phone is, like it goes directly to voice messaging. I left a note there yesterday. It's still there.
Okay.
Her vehicle is here, and that's what she drives in. She said, I don't know how she disappeared. Her vehicle is still
Is there another place she goes?
No.
I mean...
She doesn't have that many friends. She's like me, kind of solitary.
Okay.
So now I'm getting really, really nervous. I left messages. I left her a note there yesterday, and it's still there.
Okay.
This is Harry Gandert, Marilyn's brother. He sounds genuinely worried for his sister, especially since she's the only family he has left.
Right.
Harry goes on to explain that Marilyn is a postal worker who
As you
adores her
should be.
dogs and would never leave them alone. They helped her cope with her grief after her middle-aged son Ryan took his own life 3 years ago.
Oh, man.
In reality, Ryan's death was never as simple as it seemed. And unbeknownst to Harry, the decisions his sister
Okay, so his life you can say was a murder too. Is what they saying.
made in the aftermath are the very reason she's now missing. However, what really happened to Marilyn slowly begins to unravel when her best friend and neighbor, Nancy, arrives with concerns of her own.
Is that her?
Harry,
Hi.
are
you worried about Marilyn too?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a hold of her for a couple of days, and it's just not like you.
No, it isn't.
And I just did Taylor Ridge.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see her vehicle, but it's scary. So have you gone in? Did you have a key?
No, I don't have a key.
Do you have a key?
No.
No? Okay.
But the dogs are barking. She met me not yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the back and see if I can see anything, okay?
After noticing the garage door is locked and the windows are covered, Officer Barnhill decides to circle around the house. That's when he makes the first of several strange and unsettling observations.
I was outside.
I'm gonna go inside, okay?
Why? Best friend.
I understand that, but there might be somebody in there. You guys are saying people are evicted.
Can I go behind you? It's your family, Chief.
Come over here. I'm gonna wait for another officer. We're gonna go inside, and then we'll get everything taken care of.
She's trying to cover up some shit.
I just don't want you to be getting hurt, okay? That's the only issue. That's the only issue right now, okay?
I appreciate that. Can I look in the window?
What's that?
Can I look in the window?
Yeah, that's
Grandma,
fine.
keep
I
it
just
in
don't
the
want you
damn
to
mic.
be getting hurt, okay?
Nancy appears restless, convinced that something is deeply wrong. Even though Officer Barnhill tries to reassure her, he can sense it too. Something isn't right. So before stepping inside, Barnhill radios for additional units to respond to the scene. And as more officers begin to arrive, they prepare to enter the house, fully expecting to find Marilyn's lifeless body inside.
Not on the bed.
Marilyn, this is Albuquerque Police.
Her bed is made.
Right, side by side to the right.
Maybe there's a 43 call here.
Yeah,
Maybe she's because there's that. I don't know.
Oh, no wonder. Blue cheese got extra chunk in it. And blue cheese is strong as hell.
A lot of weird stuff. Oh, her keys are in here, huh? So she wouldn't be able to get back in if we secured it.
After clearing the entire home, officers find no sign of Marilyn, but they do notice several suspicious details. Items left out of place, house and truck keys sitting on the counter, 2 dogs barking non-stop, and medication left on the table. For a moment, officers are at a loss, but not for long. They're about to learn that Marilyn owns a second property nearby, a rental home occupied by tenants all too familiar to police. And one tenant in particular is Marilyn's teenage grandson, who will soon become central to solving this case.
Pretty organized.
Oh, very, very organized. Very, very neat.
And then these people that she evicted, who are they?
Her daughter-in-law and, yeah, who was over here on Taylor Ridge. The house is right
Right,
there.
I know Taylor
that's a
Ridge.
clue.
She already went by there. Alyssa Bickett.
Yeah, I know all that.
Yeah, that's who she evicted.
She evicted Alyssa?
Yes, of course, Drake was with them, but once again, trashed.
Marilyn's daughter-in-law.
It's always. Yeah, I've been with Drake 10 times in the past 3 months. Our CIT detectives talk to him all the time. He just doesn't get the help he needs, and you can't force that on him most of the time. So
Yeah, because he's an adult.
when you went down to Taylor Ridge, was Drake and Alyssa there?
Nobody was there as far as I knew, because I just looked for her vehicle.
Oh, okay. You didn't knock on the door or anything?
I did not knock on the door,
Okay.
but I'm getting ready to.
Yeah, if she's not in here, we'll go and I'll go down there and talk to them.
They're gone. She changed the locks. They don't have a key. She went to court. She just on
that house.
Yes.
At least not that well. I mean,
Yeah.
does she get violent too?
Yes.
Trying to lock her everything.
She gets drunk, and
She's
that's
been violent with police before too.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
Close the blind.
Drake, you said no, right?
He's currently going to court for battery on a household.
Yeah, that's probably that case when I was there.
I'm worried more about Drake's doing something crazy because he's schizophrenic. I mean, come on.
The back and forth between the trio reveals critical
Salad,
information. According to Nancy, Marilyn's daughter-in-law, Alyssa Bickett, and her troubled grandson, Drake, were recently evicted from Marilyn's other home on Taylor Ridge Road. Hoping to find Marilyn there, officers head to the address, an address they're all too familiar with, having responded to several domestic incidents involving the family in the past. But this time, things will be different. As officers arrive, they're unknowingly on the brink of walking into a murder scene and coming face to face with a killer hiding in plain sight.
5718.
Hi.
Hi, can you come on out a second?
Yeah.
So, what's going on?
I'm moving out.
Okay, what's your name?
Alyssa.
Oh, Alicia. And the owner knows you're here getting
Yeah,
your stuff?
she on Friday, she said come on Saturday morning and get the key because like we had done it for 3 days and she's like, you guys haven't done anything to the house, and, you know, so I want to rest because I'm going to work on Monday. So.
Oh, okay, so they're...
So yeah, I said I'm gonna come by in about an hour for the keys. I don't have like the okay, cause like, but I told her when I am, and see, she wasn't answering me, but she doesn't always answer me.
So the last one you got from her
was at 10:35 on the 26th. That was the Friday.
Do you know where she would be right now?
I honestly I don't, and that's
because somebody's trying to report her as missing.
And yeah, it's her brother. He called me yesterday too, and I'm worried too. That's what I said. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to help you? I don't know. I left here, and she on Friday, and she said, "Come in the morning and get the key." And then she said, "I really don't want to go because you guys, I've been there for 3 days. I'm tired. I go to work on Monday." She wanted me out. I've accepted it. I'm leaving
Did
the
she
house.
legally evict you, or did
Yeah,
she just
she
tell you to
legally.
leave? Okay.
But she gave me extra time because if you knew how much stuff I had, I mean, I had 23 years of my life. I have 3
Sure.
kids.
I've been here before.
Yeah,
Reference.
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Drake?
He's at a hotel.
Okay. How's that going for you?
It's going okay. He's gotten better.
Okay.
He's gotten better. He doesn't really help me. That's why I mean, he came over. He helps me. He helps me a little
Well,
bit.
apparently
and
Drake needs some help.
then
He's not here now.
No. You know,
So you're here alone?
No, I have my friend Annie. She was one of my roommates. We're just getting it cleaned up and packing everything. Like I had a lot of books. I mean, you know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Do you have your ID? I'm just going to note that you were here and I spoke to you.
According to Alyssa, she'd been moving her things out while her son, Drake, and her roommate, Annie, were helping. Marilyn had given her extra days to move out, and the messages on her phone seemed to confirm this. But it's still unclear why exactly Marilyn was evicting her daughter-in-law and grandson, something that will later turn out to be central to Marilyn's disappearance. For now, though, what catches the officers' attention is that they've been to this house before, responding to domestic incidents involving Alyssa's son, Drake, who suffers from schizophrenia. He also has a previous charge of battery on a peace officer. So far, Alyssa's story seems to check out, but the moment she steps inside, Officer Barnhill makes an interesting observation.
She says she just disappeared.
She spoke to her on Friday.
But did you see the scratches on that neck?
What?
She's got scratches on her neck.
Well, she's moving now.
2 or 3 scratches on her neck from moving.
I know I'm bleeding when I move.
That's suspicious.
Well, this lady,
Like
this lady doesn't.
Scratches like that.
Yeah. She's what? I'd like to check the house.
Thank you.
You got 3 scratches on her neck. That's crazy.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Good luck moving.
The scratch marks Officer Barnhill notices are hard to ignore, but their origin remains unclear. What has yet to dawn on these officers is that the marks might be linked to Alyssa's deceased husband, Ryan Bickett, as the couple allegedly had a years-long relationship filled with physical and mental abuse, a hidden detail that will soon send investigators down a rabbit hole. But
She
before
killed her husband
officers
too?
can dig deeper, a familiar vehicle pulls up by the side of the road. It's Marilyn's neighbor, Nancy. She's curious about what the officers have uncovered so far, but more intriguingly, she seems to be several steps ahead of them.
So we're not able to call the homeowner at this time. Obviously, she's being.
I had a feeling she
missing as far
was
as we
in
know.
on it too.
She does have text messages saying for her to come get the key last Friday, and she would give her a little extra time to move her stuff out, is what she's doing today.
Come get the key on Friday. That is so not Marilyn. That's somebody texting from Marilyn's phone.
And I don't know Marilyn.
I do. 15 years I worked with her as a letter carrier at the post office.
But let's hope that that's not the case, and
Well,
hopefully Marilyn's just
You're
taking a
home safe in
mental
your
break for a
Oldsmobile.
couple days. But
no, that ain't it.
okay. All right, ma'am. We'll see you later.
Clearly, Nancy is not convinced. She's known Marilyn for years and insists that Marilyn wouldn't have handed the keys to Alyssa willingly. She would have wanted to be there for the eviction herself. Initially, officers are ready to leave the scene, but Nancy's words make them hesitate. Her insight shifts their thinking, and they decide it's best to return to Alyssa's house and request permission to search. It seems like the right decision, but in the process of carrying it out, the officers will overlook something crucial.
Exterior doors.
Yeah, no, I just... What's up, Johnny? I'm just trying to... Sorry, I'm packing my... Just put it here so we can go.
Right, where are you moving to?
Nice house.
I don't know yet.
Oh, no.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Precarious.
Apartment or storage unit for the moment, huh?
Yes, yeah, for now. I know. And then the holes are from Drake, you know, and he gets stupid and I'm like... And that one, I can help you open this door.
This one?
Yeah, well, because this... I had it a little close, so I was trying to...
You're getting there.
I'm getting there. Like, I'm really getting there. I'm trying to get it all
Definitely getting there. The house is beautiful though.
From Drake?
That's a big ass, nice ass house for them to be renting out like that. That's crazy, man. That house is beautiful.
Banged his head in. I'm just like...
Look how big that fucking house is.
This too.
Look at that big ass hole he put in the wall.
That was the last time too, and I'm like... But I can't just put him on the street, you know? I put hers there.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, and, you know, she didn't come yesterday, and I expected her to come by, but I didn't think anything of it. I thought, you know, she probably just, you know.
Right.
Like, sometimes she gets mad and won't even talk to me, so, and she's mad at me, and so, but she has been pretty cordial with me, and I've been, you know, and she's like, I noticed you haven't heard anything, so let's just, you know. So I'm just trying to get stuff out.
As officers walk through the house, they notice multiple holes punched in the walls by
Yeah.
Alyssa's son, Drake, leading them to believe it's likely the reason Marilyn wanted them evicted. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Amid the clutter, the officers make a critical mistake. They overlook crucial evidence that could have made Alyssa a prime
Her body must be in there.
suspect. Marilyn's purse, medication, vehicle keys, and something far more gruesome. With nothing substantial
her
and
body's
no
under the
clear
bed.
reason to suspect Alyssa, the officers leave the scene empty-handed. But just before heading back to the station, they make one final encounter with a passing neighbor. Someone who offers a chilling hint as to why Marilyn was so determined to evict Alyssa.
They were evicted last week. When was the last time you saw the property owner? Thursday or Friday? Thursday or Friday? Marilyn Gander is the property owner. She said they were not supposed to be here without her being present. I would not put those people past making sure she disappeared.
We told
I
it.
mean, you know the history of the house. Alleged Russian roulette games.
Needless to say,
He's
the
right.
neighbor's remark reveals even more concerning details. But with no concrete evidence, officers are left
they
with
can't do
little
that.
they can act on.
Right.
So with all of the statements and information they've gathered, officers return to the station and pass it along to investigators, who spend the next couple days combing through files. What they uncover next is a twist no one could have anticipated. As investigators dig into Marilyn's inner circle, they quickly find themselves down a rabbit hole of potential double murder. It turns out that Marilyn's son, Ryan Bickett, who was also Alyssa's husband, had been allegedly playing Russian roulette inside that very house when he took his own life 3 years ago. Reports show that Ryan was allegedly abusive towards Alyssa, and the two had a tumultuous relationship leading up to
Okay.
his death. Investigators also learned that
Understand.
Marilyn had allowed Alyssa and her grandson Drake to continue living in their home, but only on the condition of paying rent. With Marilyn now mysteriously suddenly gone, detectives begin to suspect that Alyssa might be involved in her disappearance. They theorize that Alyssa could have been responsible for Ryan's death, and that after years of enduring the ongoing abuse, Marilyn, out of compassion, allowed Alyssa to stay rent-free for some time. But when Marilyn started demanding rent, the tension between them escalated to a dangerous point. With this in mind, detectives now find themselves investigating a possible double homicide of a mother and her son. But with little more than speculation and no solid leads, the case remains an unresolved mystery. At around noon on January 27th, police in Rio Rancho, New Mexico receive a call from a remote location.
Rio Rancho, New
What is
Mexico.
the exact location of your emergency?
Out here
That's
at
crazy, man.
Encino and Northern.
Okay, you can tell me exactly what happened?
We think we found a body out here in the road, and somebody had put it on like a mattress or something and burned it. And it
I
looks like
told
it had bones in
you.
it,
What I
and
tell
you
you?
can see intestines and guts, and I don't know. That's weird.
I told you.
Officers from the Sandoval County Sheriff's Office rush to the address, unsure whether what the caller reported is truly human remains. But the location is eerily deserted. A perfect dumping ground for bodies, and the very reason so many mysteries from miles away go cold, as this officer is about to discover.
Go down to this first corner, take a right, take to the first road, take a left, and it's right there. It's.
Keep hitting the mic.
It looks like a body to me. I don't know, man. It looks like it has arms. It looks like it has hands, and they're all curled up. And I don't know. It's like you can see bones out of the knees, and it looked like it had lips and teeth. And I didn't
see like organs or anything like that?
Yeah, there was like intestines and stuff.
Any hair?
I didn't see any hair. It looked like the head. It looked like it had clothes on it. But I
So, are you okay if we
And
follow
it's-
you that
it's
way?
so-
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
Okay.
There's so many places out there in New Mexico you can hide a body at. Like, golly. That's crazy, man. New Mexico ain't nothing but desert. That's it.
This is Detective Myers, being led to what a witness claims is a charred body by the side of a deserted road. He has no idea just how brutal the scene awaiting him truly is, and that it holds the key to solving a mystery nearly 30 miles away.
That's not real. It's creepy. I think it looks like it has lips and teeth in there. Okay. I don't know if it's real or.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, it looks like
You ever know it's deserty out there? I bet you it's beautiful at night.
It looks almost like a kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like a really small son that's got. I'll let you be the judge when you get out here. But from what I can tell, it's got hair, it's got a mouth, it's got intestines. It looks like a burned body.
The body is completely unrecognizable, with organs exposed, and it appears to be a woman of small build. However, the couple who discovered the body noticed something else, something that would point to not one, but multiple twisted killers.
And last night after I got home, it was real eerie quiet.
After you got home, there's nobody out here that you saw?
No sounds, not even the coyotes howling.
Yeah, you got pictures of them, just so we can differentiate
Let them
them.
know that they did say that they saw footprints heading toward Encino.
They did say they saw one.
Like on the road?
One set.
They saw one set coming in and then one set going out, so I don't know.
The treads looked like they could be tactical, but they were small.
Like boots like this or something?
Yeah. Okay. Well, again, guys, you guys are more than helpful. We appreciate it, and you're all good to go. Okay. Hope it's fake. Yeah,
that's
what we can
crazy.
hope for. So
We'll see.
have a good one, folks.
All right, thanks.
According to the witness, residents nearby noticed at least 2 sets of footprints, both
Like a
looking
Chuck.
like women's shoes. Officers
Like a
secure
Chuck
the
Taylor.
scene, record witness statements, and transport the body for autopsy. An almost impossible task, given the body's advanced state of decay. 72 hours later, the findings arrive. Tragically, the woman by the side of the road has been identified as a resident of Albuquerque, none other than the missing 65-year-old Marilyn Gandert. The identification was made through dental records, confirming the worst fears of those searching for her. Immediately after this revelation, the Sandoval officers make an urgent call to Albuquerque police to inform them. Upon receiving the news, investigators immediately start to seriously consider the double homicide theory that Alyssa killed her husband 3 years ago and now her mother. Investigators didn't know it at the time, but they haven't even uncovered the worst part yet, because one final twist was waiting, something they never could have seen coming. After the tragic discovery, investigators become convinced Marilyn's daughter-in-law is involved in the murder. But with no concrete evidence yet, they decide to keep Marilyn's death secret while they investigate further. To get some hard proof, detectives decide to visit Marilyn's brother Harry, the man who reported her missing and who's been looking for her for days. When they arrive at his house, they have no choice but to break the tragic news to him.
Yes? Are you Harry?
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Detective Apodaca. I've spoken with you on the phone.
Yeah. Let me get my shoes on. I'll talk to you outside.
Okay, would you prefer we come inside?
It's a mess.
It's fine. Can you lock up the dogs, though?
Yeah, let me put them somewhere.
Yes, if you would, please.
Come on, doggies. Come on.
So I told you I was going to keep you up to date as to everything that's going on. We talked to Sandoval County, the detectives with them who are working it.
Yeah.
The body that she suspected in Rio Rancho, the burnt one, was positively identified as Marilyn.
Why don't you have a seat, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, have a seat, man. Damn.
I'm so sorry we have to come and bring you this news.
Harry, I'm
That's so sad.
sorry. Is there anybody you want us to...
Why would they have done that? You must have been frightened to death. My God.
Is there anybody we can call to be with you right now?
No, I'm a kind of a solitary person. I'll call my neighbors and talk.
Harry is devastated. Without Marilyn, he has no one close to him, except her 2 dogs, who have just lost their loving owner. But upon hearing this tragic news, he becomes more certain than ever he knows who might be responsible for his sister's death and why.
We're in the process of getting some search warrants for your sister's house.
Yeah.
And for the rental property. Okay, because...
well, there shouldn't be anybody in the rentals. Was she shot or something?
And that we don't know. All we know is that they positively ID'd her, and I believe it was through dental records. So I believe they're still doing their investigation too.
And her belongings are probably not there, or no, you don't know where they're at. Right?
Don't know. So we're gonna try to get the warrants done tonight, if possible.
Did she ever make any statements in the past about wanting to harm herself at all? And she never attempted to harm herself or take her own life or anything? No. Never talked about it?
I guess the only thing I can think of is the eviction.
Yeah, I feel sorry for
any
him.
other reason why they would have done something.
And Detective Juarez is going to look at everything. She's not going to leave any stone unturned.
She's the last person who would have thought anything like this would happen. That's the movies, or drug dealers or something like that.
It's very, very hard losing somebody like that that's close to you. A sister, a brother. I lost my dad in 2024. And he's been almost dead for 2 years. And I think about him every day. Every single day. It's not a day that goes by that I don't think about him. So I know what he's going through.
She would promise to pay the rent and didn't. And she just got tired this time, and I told her, well, maybe you should evict her. I don't know what I could have done. I mean, I always wanted her to either move over here or...
There's nothing you could have done, sir. It's one of those things.
I still... Yeah, Lisa would be the person I would kind of talk to see who could have been really bad.
Harry blames himself for telling Marilyn to evict Alyssa, fearing that decision may have sparked the chain of events that ultimately led to her death. Following this, officers urgently moved to secure a warrant for the rental property, officially placing Alyssa at the center of their investigation as the primary suspect. At the same time, detectives decide to visit someone else. Someone very familiar to Marilyn and law enforcement. Her grandson, Drake. He'd been staying with his mother, Alyssa, when Marilyn went missing, but is now living with his girlfriend, Nikki, at a hotel. An address officers obtained from Alyssa during the welfare check. From past encounters, officers know Drake suffers from schizophrenia and has a history with police, but they don't suspect him to be involved. But that won't be the case for long, because when detectives arrive at this apartment, they'll quickly realize Drake knows far more than they do. But before we get to that, most days are long, stressful, and by the time let's get back to the investigation, where detectives are about to speak with Marilyn's grandson and quietly pick up on something he doesn't want them to know.
So this is Detective Jody Gutterman.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi,
Jody
you
Gutterman.
too. So what is your name?
Drake Bickett.
Drake Bickett.
Yes.
When did you, so you moved out about a week ago?
Yeah, I moved out about it.
Who did you live with?
I lived with my mother.
So why were you guys moving out?
We were
What's the
moving out
situation?
because my grandmother was kicking us out. Well, that's what my mother told me.
How did that make your mom feel?
Oh, she was pretty upset.
Yeah.
She was really upset.
Okay. What'd she tell you?
She was just like, I don't know where I'm gonna stay and stuff like that.
Your grandma, we found her, but she's dead.
Where at?
Well, we believe that it's suspicious. Okay, we think someone killed her.
When?
And I'm really sorry.
Okay. How does that make you feel? It makes me feel sad. So she's murdered? Or like, she's just dead?
No, that would.
He seemed way too excited for his grandma to be dead.
Why?
Well, that's what we want to know.
Because I had just gotten over depression over my dad dying.
Yeah, and I can tell you that Mom's story isn't matching up
No.
with your story or Nikki's story. And with, yeah.
Okay, is she okay?
Your mom? Yeah, she's fine. She's being taken care of.
Drake's reaction is hard to miss, and
But he is
investigators can
schizophrenic,
sense
though.
something is off. His pupils are dilated, leading them to suspect he's on drugs.
He don't
but
seem
his
too
reaction
sad.
is hardly convincing, and it's clear there's something he's hiding. Despite their growing suspicions, there's no solid evidence to prove Drake is involved, so detectives leave the apartment for now. Later that night, confirmation comes through. The search warrant has been approved. Police immediately rush back to the rental property, hoping Alyssa hasn't had enough time to destroy crucial evidence. But this time, they'll find her waiting for them, and she's far less cooperative than before.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Good. You mind if I step out for me?
That's fine.
Okay, is there anybody else in the house with
No.
you? All right, step out for me.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the situation, okay? First off, we're investigating the disappearance. I believe it's your mom.
It's my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law, okay? And we actually have to secure the house.
Okay, I'm just trying to get all my stuff out.
Okay.
Like,
All right, so unfortunately, I can't let you go back inside.
I have things in there.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Yeah, I need my phone to let them know.
Okay, unfortunately, like I said,
You're not gonna let me get it?
I can't.
No, that is not right.
Well,
I have no.
so
no.
listen, why don't can you talk to me first, and then maybe we can.
Do they have a search warrant?
Okay. Would you be more comfortable to do this in my car where it's warm? You good?
I mean, my jacket, I could get it. I'm not.
Okay. How many people live here with you?
It was me, Nikki, Annie, and Drake. Drake is my son.
Now, you mentioned that she was mad at who?
She was mad at Annie. She's mad at all of us. She was mad at Annie because she didn't like her being here because she says she didn't pay rent. Marilyn was yelling at us, and then Marilyn said, I ought to just die because, nobody wants me anyway. Like, I mean, she blamed me for my husband dying. So,
Okay,
yeah,
how'd that make you feel?
It makes me feel like shit. Like, it makes me sad.
Like, right. That pissed me off.
Well, I wasn't really. I mean, I'm mad at her, like, for that. I mean, but well, I mean, it makes me sad. I'm not going to do anything. I don't care.
Right.
I just, I know, but I know that's what you guys are trying to get at.
No,
and I didn't do anything.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it would irritate me too that she let you guys live here and then just drop the ball, say, hey, I want you to pay freaking rent.
Yeah.
Right. Hey,
but,
where's the discussion?
yeah.
Do you have anything to do with her disappearance?
That house is beautiful.
As suspected, Alyssa's reaction confirms what detectives have been theorizing. The real reason Marilyn evicted Alyssa was tied to her husband Ryan's untimely death. Alyssa herself just admitted that Marilyn had been blaming her for it, which sparked multiple heated arguments between them. But despite her growing anger, Alyssa still has no idea that her mother-in-law has been found brutally murdered. And even though detectives have shown up with a search warrant, she strangely doesn't ask them any questions about Marilyn's whereabouts. Instead, she seems far more focused on retrieving certain items from the house, things she knows, when discovered, will ruin her life and the lives of 2 others forever.
So she says.
This is the Albuquerque Police Department. Make your presence known. Make your presence known now.
Nikki and the Drake dude had something to do with it? Or was it Annie and the Drake dude had something to do with it?
For the moment, the house appears meticulously clean, with no obvious signs that Marilyn was ever there. Yet, officers find clothes and a purse that appear to belong to her. As the search continues, a vehicle pulls up by the side of the road. It's Alyssa's roommate, Annie. When an officer approaches to speak with her, it quickly becomes clear she knows something terrible has happened, but has no intention of sharing it with them.
How you doing? Hey, sorry to flash this in your eyes.
What's happening right now?
Okay, is there anybody else in the car? I mean,
No.
so would you mind speaking with us?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I know you probably like what? You're probably trying to figure out what's going on, right?
Well, I kind of know a little bit.
What do you know? Tell me what you know.
I know that her mother-in-law that they rent from, she's missing. So I mean, we talk.
So that's exactly what we're here for.
Right.
We're trying to figure out, where she's at,
Right.
because we deal with missing persons a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they have dementia or whatever. They'll leave for a couple days and then come back.
Yeah.
But it's cold and we want to try to find her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do know that she has blamed me for them not paying rent, and I mean she's came at me. But we have talked very well before also. That's what I know about her. She's talked with me good, and she's attacked me like viciously and here. So
when you say
Marvelous.
viciously,
like she was like screaming, and I'm like, I'm not trying to disrespect you. Like we're moving out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Alyssa's being attacked right
Motive.
now. By, this is.
Why that light going off?
This is.
What the hell?
Unfortunately, we got to do a search warrant in the house.
Of course, yeah. She's listening to you. By all means, I will cooperate with you.
It seems like Annie is more cordial than Alyssa, but still clearly annoyed by the heavy presence of police. Ironically, this officer is unknowingly standing next to the very person who will end up solving Marilyn's murder. For now, though, police inside the house continue the search, and that's when one officer spots something. A tiny speck of blood on the wall and carpet gives police reason to suspect that Marilyn may have been murdered inside this house. Officers move quickly to secure the scene and send the evidence to the lab for DNA analysis, and prepare to inform Alyssa that her mother-in-law is dead, and that she's the prime suspect in her murder.
Your story doesn't match. That's
trying to make sure they're not
that's
okay?
going on. This officer's going to transport you there. You're going to meet with another detective, and we're going to sit down and have a chat, okay?
After Alyssa is arrested, her roommate Annie is also taken into custody after officers searched her car and discovered bloodstains inside, raising serious concerns about her involvement. At the same time, officers rush to the hotel where Drake is staying, and he's arrested on suspicion of being an accessory to murder. With all 3 suspects brought into the station, they are immediately separated as the detective prepares to interview each one. The strategy is simple. Find inconsistencies in their stories and provoke a confession from at least one of them. Because Alyssa is the prime suspect, detectives decide to start with her. She's the one they believe killed Marilyn, and they're quietly suspecting her involvement in her husband's death as well. So when detectives sit down with Alyssa, they think they're on the verge of capturing a potential double murderer.
Do you know why you're here today?
They told me because Marilyn died. I didn't know she died.
Okay, so it is true that Marilyn is deceased. Okay, how do you know Marilyn?
She's my mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. Okay.
I don't know how to say it. It was my husband, but he passed away. It was his mom.
So am I correct by saying that eventually you guys were evicted?
Yes, we were.
Okay. How did that come about?
Because we were paying. I'm confused. I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to even be here.
How come you're so upset right now?
Because she's gone and I didn't know this. You know?
And I'm sorry.
It's like, and then I'm here being accused of I don't even know what.
Some evidence has come to light that isn't faring very positively in your favor. Okay, so that's why I wanted you to come in and
Just a lawyer
and give us your side of the story, because this is probably going to be one of your only opportunities.
She's going down. She's going to get the most time anyway.
Any reason
you might as well say
that
lawyer.
we will find Marilyn's blood in Annie's room.
I don't know. No, there would be no reason. I don't know. Marilyn is taking things off the walls. So for me, I'm like, Marilyn, please stop. You know. So I don't know.
Is there going to be any reason if we pull that carpet up in that house that there's going to be any of Marilyn's blood on
There
the
will
carpet
be.
underneath? Now keep in mind, even if there's blood on the carpet and you use the carpet cleaner to clean it, that
It
blood
won't
is
get
gonna
it
be
out.
there. It's going to seep through the carpet.
I understand
That should just be a yes or no answer. That's not a I
that. No,
don't
there
know.
shouldn't be any.
Okay, well there is.
Okay.
So you're the renter of the home.
Okay.
You were the last person in the home. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious?
Well, I don't know. I haven't
And now
done
she's
anything.
missing.
Well, I haven't
deceased?
done anything. I don't know of anybody doing anything, so we haven't done.
This one's good. God damn.
Blood in the hallway.
Insanity.
You guys didn't do a very good job
Hey,
on the walls
what?
because there's still blood spattered on the walls.
You put a good one
Very
together.
Small, but you didn't do a very good job because we were able to locate it.
I'm not talking anymore. Yeah, you said I have that right.
You do have that right.
So I will get another.
So shut the fuck up.
Clearly, Alyssa is shaken by the accusations and abruptly refuses to say anything more. In reality, this is the smartest move she can make, especially since detectives are already armed with stacks of evidence and a growing list of contradictions. Contradictions like how she initially claimed to have seen Marilyn on Saturday morning, but that would have been impossible as Marilyn's body was found Friday night. On top of that, Alyssa has no explanation for the bloodstains found inside the house. But even though Alyssa shut down the interview and asked for a lawyer, investigators still believe they have their killer. But that won't be the case for long, as they move on to speak with the other two remaining suspects. When investigators sit down with Alyssa's son Drake, they expect the same denials, but Drake is about to do the complete opposite, and he has a very unusual twist in store for everyone.
So just to
Just
let you
did some,
know,
so you gonna tell
I'm
it.
not here on the warrant.
Okay.
Okay. I'm here on the situation that happened with your grandma.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
I
How
don't-
she's missing?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't necessarily know what's going on with that other warrant of yours. I know I had heard that you'd failed to appear in court, so they issued you a warrant. And I don't know what that warrant was for. Okay. So I want to talk to you about your grandma.
Okay.
About Marilyn. Okay. But I wrote a warrant for you for the homicide of your grandma. So I'm actually charging you with the homicide of your grandma.
Okay.
Okay. I've already had your mom. You know your mom's arrested.
Yeah.
And you know Annie is arrested.
Okay.
Okay, so I have enough probable cause to believe that you were involved in the homicide of your grandma.
How so? Oh yeah, you're the detective.
I am the detective. You remember me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at my house, like I'm gonna tell you the honesty.
Okay.
My grandmother said I'm too old.
Mm-hmm.
Will you please kill me? Multiple times, drunk and sober.
Okay.
And that is honestly.
So back in
So I was just like because I can understand. I don't know if you guys can understand, but I expect you guys to be able to understand. If an old woman is like old and having to work for her children, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're
then
saying.
I'll do what
Trust
she
me.
wants, you know?
Undoubtedly, this statement from Drake catches the detective off guard.
Caught me
Not
off
only
guard,
does
too.
he outright confess to the murder of his own grandmother, but he also gives the most bizarre reason.
Yes, she was old. Yes, she may have wanted to die. She's been on the earth for a long time. Still, Even if you killed her, and even if it was her dying wish, still, that is murder.
Unimaginable. Despite finally getting a confession, the detective isn't convinced. It seems like Drake is just trying to take the full blame and protect his mother. The story he's offering is so outlandish that the detective decides to give him another chance.
So you're saying that at some point your grandma asked you to kill her?
Like, she was like, yeah, I get real tired at night, and like, I'm like, I want to die, you know?
So did you do that for her?
Yeah, like.
When did you do that?
In my house, like, that's what she wanted, and obviously, like, I'm gonna cover it up or whatever, and I want to get caught.
That must have been really hard.
Yeah. I was there, and then she would be like depressed, you know?
Right.
And she was just getting old, and every day she would work, and
What'd your grandma do?
she would pay for my stuff, and like, she for certain said that. I know she said that.
That she asked you to kill her?
Yeah.
Do you remember how?
Would I have to tell somebody before I do so, or?
Well, here's.
Would I respect her decision as a tired 65-year-old lady right after her son passing away, having a grandson with a different family? Is she truly better off?
Did you think she was?
To die. It looked like she was. She said she was.
Okay.
So I did. I passed her away. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So how did you do it?
That's it. Like, that's all the information without a lawyer or a public defender I'd like to share.
Okay.
But that
so you
is.
don't
Now you want a lawyer?
Talk anymore after that? Okay.
You know,
That is what she said. Like, that is all I know.
She don't
That's what
know.
said.
No. He's schizophrenic.
With no hint of hesitation, Drake doubles down on his story, claiming his grandmother wanted to die and he simply fulfilled her wish. And with an attorney requested, the detective has no choice but to accept his bizarre confession. If Drake truly killed his own grandmother and covered it up, that would ensure his mother Alyssa walks free, even if detectives suspect her involvement in not one, but 2 murders. They have no hard proof against her. With the risk of letting a potential double homicide suspect walk free, detectives know they have one final chance to get the truth. There's still one more suspect in custody, Alyssa's roommate, Annie. Once detectives move on to speak with her, they know her statement could either confirm their suspicions or reveal they've been chasing the wrong suspect all along.
So basically, I'm pretty much just going to turn this over to you. I'm going to allow you to talk, tell me what you know, what occurred with Marilyn Gandard.
We all were in Alyssa's room getting high, and Marilyn was outside.
When you say we all, who are you referring to?
Drake and Alyssa.
Okay, so you guys are in Alyssa's bedroom getting high. What are you getting high on?
Meth.
Meth, okay.
Alyssa, she had brought it up before about killing Marilyn. I thought she was joking, and then I was playing music, walking around the room. I opened the door, and she just told me when she nods, because she would pretend that she was the Don, like the Godfather. She just told me when I nod, get her. Marilyn was coming in. I turned around and Alyssa looked at me and nodded again. I started walking quickly behind them, and I got.
This is why I say you don't hang out with people. I don't give a damn if you was living there. If the girl told you to go get Marilyn, you should be like, nah, I'm good. Y'all handle that shit. I'm out. I would have got my shit that I needed, and I would have left. She had a car and everything. Fuck it. You sleep in your car. Fuck it. I ain't right, bro. I'm not in that, bro. Hell no. Hell no.
Marilyn in from behind and took her down. And at that point, I had gotten off of Marilyn because I had her pinned down.
and Drake got on top of her. I think I yelled at Alyssa to get something to cover her
Like,
mouth.
there's no
She
way
brought,
somebody can convince me to go up behind somebody and tackle them down so they can kill them. There's no fucking way. This bitch right here is a bird brain. Simple as that. Because you let this girl literally say, oh, she come in and when I nod, get her ass. Nah, man. Fuck all that. Man, y'all got that, bro.
some wrap that she was using to pack, and she gave that thing to Drake, and Drake started hitting her. I think we all took turns after that doing that.
Okay, and that should have been that.
Stabbing her, and I seen him like going at it a bunch of times, and I grabbed the knife from him. He had already cut her throat. I prayed, and then Drake asked me to pray for him.
In an unexpected stroke of luck, Annie gives detectives exactly what they hoped for: a full confession of what truly happened to Marilyn. With this breakthrough, all 3 suspects are charged with open counts of homicide, giving police time to investigate further before determining the degree of murder. During this time, detectives receive DNA evidence from bloodstains collected at the rental house.
It's Marilyn's blood.
DNA matches Marilyn's, providing the final missing piece to solve this case. Investigators conclude that Marilyn's death was a premeditated murder carried out by Alyssa, her son Drake, and roommate Annie. They determined that Marilyn was beaten to the ground by Annie before Alyssa struck her in the head with a small club. Then she was stabbed nearly a dozen times in the neck by her own grandson Drake. The killer trio then transported her body to a remote location in Rio Rancho, where they set her body on fire.
When them police officers went into that goddamn house the first time, she was in there,
hoping to destroy any evidence. Investigators
told you was
also
under that
revisit
bed.
Ryan Bickett's
Told
case, Marilyn's son and Alyssa's husband. However, despite their suspicions, no new evidence suggests foul play, and the conclusion remains the same.
It don't matter anyways.
Ryan took his own life. In 2019, a year after Marilyn's death, the trio accepts plea deals to avoid trial. Annie Rael pleads guilty to second-degree murder, receiving a 12-year sentence in exchange for her testimony. Alyssa Bickett pleads guilty to second-degree murder and is sentenced to 30 years in prison, while her son, Drake, pleads guilty to second-degree murder and receives 26 years in New Mexico's Department of Corrections.
Thank you. They better be thankful that they live in New Mexico. They lived anywhere else. They lived a little bit close to that border of Texas. They have been doing life without parole. All 3 of them. Shit. Fuck out of here. They all got second-degree murder. But that shit, that is crazy. That is a first-degree homicide right there. Oh my God. Have you watched this one? I think I watched this offline. Dude up there snatching women and shit. Let's watch some shit. I want to watch this right here. These Epstein files is getting crazy.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys.
That we know exactly what he did in the Epstein files. And Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are ready to let everything be known exactly what they know about Trump. And Trump is in fear because Hillary has announced time and time again to make these hearings public. And she alleges that Trump is trying to hide what's in the Epstein files and is distracting from this. So she says this to James Comer: stop the game. If you want this fight, let's have it in public. You love to talk about transparency. There's nothing more transparent than a public hearing. Cameras on, we will be there. However, Comer makes excuses, saying he doesn't want to debate her live, probably because they can't edit and cut out their misslips and mishaps. So it's not only Trump chickening out, it's everybody else that works for him as well. And Americans are pushing back hard because this Epstein survivor had some words for Trump right after the clip were going to play. Because do you remember this reporter that Trump yelled at just 2 days ago, saying she's the worst reporter ever because she asked about justice for Epstein survivors? Well, as you can see by this Epstein survivor, there's not really much to smile about when speaking about that situation. There is no amount of goalpost moving, lying, gaslighting, or manipulating thing that's going to get the public from asking about the Epstein files. However, let's take a look at what James Comer had to say to Hillary Clinton, challenging him to do this live so the world can see everything they know about the Epstein files. And there will be nowhere to duck, cover, hide, and nobody to manipulate from edited clips. Let's take a look at this clip.
James Comer, all right, she wants to tell you how to do your job. You're saying no.
No, look, she has moved the goalposts millions of times throughout this entire process, then fires out an email attacking me today, accusing me of moving the goalpost, and she's the one who's tried to move the goalpost again. She agreed to a standard deposition. The deposition will be made public. So what she's asking for is already going to happen. The deposition will be videoed. You'll have the audio and a transcript. Everyone in America will have access to it. Every deposition I've ever done in the 3 years I've been chairman of the House Oversight Committee, we have released the transcript and the video and the audio. So what she's asking for is already going to happen. But what she really wants, Sean, is a committee hearing. And everyone that's ever watched a committee hearing in Congress, including the one in the House this week with the Treasury Secretary, knows that committee hearings are more for entertainment than substance.
What's wrong with getting it out on
substance. This is a serious investigation.
In the open.
The purpose of the investigation is to get justice for the victims and to figure out why the government failed the victims and who the bad guys were and if they can be held accountable. So this is about the victims.
already know who
this
the bad
isn't
guys
about the Clintons. The Clintons are trying to play the victim cards. The victims of Epstein are the victims, not the Clintons.
Number one, does he not understand that he is the government? So he just admitted a couple of things here in this clip right here, saying that the government is trying to hide and protect the perpetrators of the Epstein survivors. He said they himself failed the victims and who the bad guys were and failed to hold them accountable. Next, he said that committee hearings are strictly for entertainment. Do you not take your job seriously, Comer? I guess we're going to have to impeach you next on midterms. To be able to view the Epstein files as pure entertainment says a lot about your character. Everything he accused Hillary Clinton of doing is exactly what we're watching him do in real time. He even started the clip off with moving the goalpost. Well, how about you do it live in the committee hearing for everybody to watch where there's no editing, and you let the public decide what sounds truthful in that hearing. Matter of fact, you can still do the deposition. But he knows this already. He's still lying, gaslighting, manipulating. And Hillary even said herself that she already gave them all this information 6 months ago and they've done nothing about it, and that they moved the goalpost time and time again like they're still doing right now. She even called him out for trying to distract everybody from the Epstein files, but I guess we're going to see that very soon, because what these victims are saying inside of the Epstein files are just getting worse and worse, and we've uncovered even more. This is what a victim had to say about Epstein. As soon as I stepped on Epstein's plane for the first time, I was captured in Epstein's web. My passport was taken away and the sexual abuse began. Epstein caused significant physical damages. Epstein me daily and sometimes up to 3 times a day. One day I was in severe distress and afraid. I tried to escape Epstein and the others by trying to swim off to St. Little James. Epstein and Maxwell, after spending the day being bullied and belittled, brought me back as if nothing happened. Epstein and Maxwell maintained control by constantly alternating between sticks of abuse and false carrots as praise. Now when we mention gaslighting, this is what we're talking about right here. When I was made a cup of tea by Kathy and met with smiles. Epstein and Maxwell made threats and offered bribes, and everyone normalized this behavior, from our recruiter, her best friend, Epstein's girlfriend, and other names. I don't know how anybody can sit here and read these Epstein files and say that this is an entertainment show for them because it's at a committee hearing. There's nothing entertaining about this. As a matter of fact, when Trump told this reporter that she's a woman and she should smile more, and she was asking him about these Epstein survivors and justice for them, she did not waver. She continued to push back the same way America continues to push back against Trump. We will not be distracted. We will not be lied to. We will not waver. These people deserve justice. Now, here are words from an Epstein survivor herself about Trump's words that women should smile when speaking about Epstein survivors, even though Trump has never personally met with these survivors either. Let's take a look at this clip.
When you hear the president say he thinks the country wants to move on from the Epstein files,
the country will never move on.
Is that how
from
you
the
feel?
Epstein
Well,
files.
first, let me say, Caitlin,
Because we
thank you
know
so much
he's
for having
in
me
the
back.
fucking Epstein
And
files.
I know I don't just speak for
With his
myself when I
pedophile
say
ass.
I really appreciate how persistent you were in questioning this administration about their failure with this release. I don't think it's something to smile about, and I thought you handled it very appropriately. I'm not surprised that Trump is ready to move on and that this DOJ is ready to move on, but we are certainly not, especially after we saw how poorly this last release of documents was handled.
In a world full of liars, gaslighters, and manipulators, authenticity is much appreciated. Absolutely. We are now in a time to where if you follow the law but Trump doesn't like you, he will try to prosecute you and punish you as a result. But if you break the law in the name of Donald Trump, he will protect you. To include his friends in the Epstein files and include himself. He hasn't looked in the direction of the Epstein.
I'll watch the rest of that offline. Exactly, man. Exactly. What else we gonna watch? I'll do the couple. Exactly. I gotta hop back on that Delta Force. Let's watch some ghost shit. All right, we got a video from Scary Comp. First vid. Let's go.
A woman named Jennifer owns a beautiful historic home dating all the way back to 1907, filled with antique pieces that go as far back as 1903. Ooh-wee. At first glance, the house looks warm, elegant, and full of character. But not long after moving in, Jennifer began experiencing things she couldn't explain. Things that slowly became impossible to ignore. She started hearing footsteps when no one else was around, faint whispering, objects shifting on their own, and shadows moving just outside her field of vision. What makes this even more unsettling is what Jennifer later discovered. After speaking with a local historian, she learned that when the house was built, there were no nearby hospitals, and it's believed that at least 4 people died inside the home. Deaths that likely occurred under stressful emotional circumstances, the kind many believe can leave a lasting imprint on a place. And based on Jennifer's previous clips, many viewers already suspected the house itself was the source. One evening, just as Jennifer was about to sit down for dinner, she started hearing strange noises coming from inside the house. Watch closely.
I'm hearing a few things. It's like 4:45, so I'm just gonna listen and see if I can catch anything. Okay, I thought I just heard music. I want to go up on this landing and see if I can hear it better. Okay, well, listen up here.
I don't hear that.
I seriously feel like I'm hearing people like have a conversation.
That's correct.
No one's here but me.
Let them talk, child. Oh my gosh. Let them talk, child.
I'm hearing movement. Down there. And then I heard something up here.
But a little ghost chat. Damn, how many floors she got? Shit.
Do you hear that? It sounds like music.
Oh, hey.
Well, it's the usual dinner time activity. I'm gonna play it back and see if I caught anything.
What makes this clip so disturbing is how differently people hear it. Some say it sounds like soft humming. Others hear knocking.
I didn't hear that.
While many insist they can clearly make out a man's voice saying, "I'm fine." A few even believe they hear faint music. The most chilling part is that none of these sounds seem to have a clear source. After watching the clip, people couldn't agree on an explanation.
She got like 4 floors in that
Only
goddamn
that
house.
something about it doesn't feel right. So what did you hear? Do you think this house is holding on to its past?
Yeah, most likely.
Or is something inside becoming aware of the people living there now? You decide. This footage was recorded inside the Lizzie Borden house, specifically in the Abby and Andrew suite, a room already known for unexplained activity. At the time, an investigator named Kyle was exploring the house completely alone. As he attempts to enter the suite, the door repeatedly locks on him. There's no one else nearby, no one touching the handle. Eventually, Kyle manages to force the door open and starts recording. But the moment he steps inside, something feels wrong. The entire room is flooded with an intense red light, casting heavy shadows across the walls and furniture. Kyle slowly moves through the space, unsure why the lighting has suddenly changed.
Trying to enter the Abby and Andrew suite at the Lizzie Borden house. The door locked on me with no one in there.
That's crazy.
This is really terrifying.
Oh, shit.
As he continues filming, a door inside the suite suddenly closes on its own. No one is near it. Even stranger. The camera briefly slips out of focus right as Kyle enters the room. Some investigators believe this happens when something unseen passes close to the lens. Between the locking door, the sudden movement, and the camera struggling to focus, the room feels less like an empty space and more like somewhere already occupied. Later, in a separate moment from the same house, another disturbing scene is captured. A doorway appears ahead, and the door begins to slowly slide back and forth on its own. Each time it opens, it reveals a creepy doll inside the room. Then it closes again, over and over. The movement is smooth and controlled, not like a draft, almost like something is choosing exactly when the doll should be seen.
This is happening again.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
I will show you.
Oh,
no
that's
one is
scary
there.
as fuck, bruh. Oh, no, bruh. Bruh. Nah. Oh, no.
After several
Damn,
minutes,
she kicked it out.
the door
Oh,
suddenly
dang.
stops moving altogether. The silence that follows feels heavier than the motion itself. Kyle decides he's seen enough. He backs away from the room and kicks the doll down the hallway, putting as much distance as possible between
no.
himself and the suite. But the
I'd
activity
have been
doesn't
over
stop
it.
there.
Nope.
In another clip from the same location, a wooden door can be seen trying to open from the other side. The only thing preventing it from fully opening is a metal chain lock. The pressure against the door looks constant, not random, almost as if something is testing the chain, pulling just hard enough to make it rattle.
This place is so haunted. Locked. Bathroom empty.
Oh, shit.
Help.
Not long after, Kyle attempts to enter a different room in the house, but this door refuses to open. As he pushes, the door pushes back.
Yeah,
Not like
saw
it's
that.
stuck, but like something on the other side is holding it shut. The resistance never changes. After everything he's witnessed, Kyle decides to leave the house entirely. So, is the Lizzie Borden house simply old and unstable? Or is something inside deciding who can enter and who can't? As always, you decide. Danny works the closing shift at a local gym, a place where he
That
says
one
strange
clip, I would've
and
shit
unexplained
myself
things have been happening for
seeing
weeks.
that shit.
One night around 10:30 p.m., Danny finds himself completely alone after locking up for the night. As he finishes up at the reception desk, he suddenly hears something that makes him stop and pull out his phone to record. This is what he captures.
Pero esta es mi área de trabajo. Y ese es el gimnasio. Está cerrado, con llave. O sea, como puedes ver, está cerrado
Planet
con llave.
Fitness?
Y justo de aquel lado, justo allá, por ahí, se escuchó que algo se movió. O sea, las barras olímpicas, se escuchó como
sí.
las volvieron a poner ahí en su lugar. Porque cuando las ponen en su lugar tiene un sonido muy específico. Y justamente ahí, me lo voy a poner ahí. Esa banca de ahí, cuando yo estoy desde mi escritorio, se alcanza a ver. Y literalmente se vio
seen
como
that.
alguien
Am I
se
dumb?
asomó,
I don't see
miró
nothing.
hacia acá y se volvió a meter, se escondió. Se empezaron a escuchar ruidos, ahorita está la música y tal vez este video tenga copyright, pero se escuchó.
What is that, like a club with a gym in it or something?
Ay, puta madre.
Or apartment or something?
Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está.
Oh,
man.
Even though the gym is locked and empty, loud metallic sounds echo through the building. It sounds exactly like gym equipment being moved. Danny later explains that while standing at the front desk, he thought he saw a face briefly peeking out at him from across the gym. But when he looked again, there was no one there. Trying to stay calm, Danny attempts to recreate the sound himself and realizes it closely resembles the noise of someone re-racking a barbell.
Lo que se escuchó literalmente fue esto. El sonido y...
Unsure what to make of it, Danny shrugs it off and continues his closing duties. But not long after,
You got ghosts
something
trying to
else
work
happens
out.
that makes him question
No.
whether this really has a normal explanation. Watch closely.
Porque esto pasa muy...
Oh, that's steps. That's footsteps right there.
O sea, mira, vamos a pensar. Son 10:35. Ahorita ya no debe de haber nadie. No voy a poner ni pausa ni nada. Ajá. Tú lo escuchaste. Yo lo escuché. Tú lo... O sea, veamos. Esa fue una, ¿no? La otra. Tú escuchaste las subidas de escaleras. Como si corrieran. No voy a poner pausa porque la neta me llaman loco, me dicen es el aire, me dicen son tus energías, me dicen madre y media, pero mira, no estoy loco.
What is this place? This place is nice. Oh, shit.
No estoy loco. Está cerrado. Está cerrado. Digo, si lo fuerzo no quiero romperlo, pero...
Yeah, we see.
No, mames.
From somewhere inside the gym, Danny hears what sounds like someone suddenly running up the stairs. Almost immediately after, he hears movement again, this time coming from directly behind him. When Danny cautiously heads upstairs to check, he makes a disturbing discovery. Behind a locked door, 3 heavy punching bags can be seen swinging back and forth on their own, despite no one else being in the building.
Right.
Danny now believes that whatever is happening inside the gym isn't natural. But for now, there haven't been any further updates. So what do you think is really going on here?
probably
2
ghosts
sisters are home alone when their house alarm suddenly begins to go off. Fearing that someone may have broken in, they hide and wait, unsure of what's happening inside their home.
I'm recording. Wait. So, do you hear that?
When they later review their security footage, it appears that their front door had opened, suggesting that someone may have entered the house. But what's strange is that when the moment is replayed, no one can be seen opening the door. It simply swings open on its own. At the time, the sisters didn't witness this happen. They only knew the door was suddenly open. Adding to the panic, they can be heard reacting to the sound of a police siren outside their home. And just when it seems like things couldn't escalate any further, something else appears.
Can you check the security footage?
What else appears? Nice guitars. I like the little guitar shop they got. Did they go out the window? These fools left their own house. Ain't that crazy? Left their own house with the door wide open. Crazy. That must have got a 360 camera. All right, somebody's moving the Roomba. Okay. All right. They say trying to clean for you. Yeah. What is that? What the fuck was that? Oh, fuck that. They're spotting something in that room. I spotted something over there. I spotted something over there. Goddamn camera going crazy. What the fuck is that? Camera going crazy. You don't know where they want to look at. That's something on the roof. Come here.
Clear.
Goddamn camera. That's crazy.
It becomes clear that something else may have been inside the house that night.
What the fuck is
not
that?
What the sisters were expecting. While they initially believed a person had broken in, the footage shows a small, shadowy figure darting past the camera at incredible speed. The figure has no clear shape or features and vanishes almost instantly.
The fact that it just moved so quickly. Yeah. But then, like, the motion capture camera didn't see that shape. And, like, when it was
how
tracking
could it have
the
even
movement.
known that it was...
Even more unsettling, the security camera itself seems confused by whatever is moving through the house. At times, the camera fails to lock on to anything at all. But in other moments, a green detection box appears in a completely dark room, as if something invisible is being briefly identified.
Crazy.
The sisters say their camera has never behaved like this before. And it all began the same night the door opened on its own.
Front door opening on its own.
Yeah,
that shit was closed. We closed that door.
And I mean, this house is like
that's a
brand
figure.
new. Like, it's not...
I saw a figure when that door opened.
It's not like the latches are like faulty or something.
Everything works.
Because the activity appears to start with the unexplained opening of the door, the sisters believe that something paranormal may have forced its way inside. This raises an unsettling nagging question about what was happening earlier in the video. Did something supernatural open the door at the beginning? Or is there another explanation entirely? After reviewing the footage, it's hard to say what was really captured that night. So just what do you think the camera was detecting? As always, let me know your thoughts.
That's what I said. What the fuck was that?
Back in
2020, I remember when the sisters, they went out the window.
Sylvia decided to experiment with a Ouija board. Late one night, she sat at her kitchen table, turned off the lights, and lit a few candles, never expecting anything to actually happen. But in the days that followed, strange and unsettling activity began to spread throughout her home. The kitchen sink would turn on by itself. Objects would slowly slide across the counters, and at times, items were violently thrown across the room. Whatever Sylvia may have invited in didn't seem interested in leaving. As the activity escalated, she eventually created a YouTube channel to document everything she was experiencing.
Oh, we've seen this.
Nice and moving.
This is great. Okay, let's do dishes for me. Shit.
In one of her videos, Sylvia captures knives rocking back and forth as a kitchen cabinet slowly opens on its own. Moments later, heavy pots begin falling from the counter and crashing onto the floor. And this was only the beginning. From that point on, anytime Sylvia heard unexplained movement coming from the kitchen, she knew she needed to start recording immediately.
Put the camera on, guys, because that plate's moving. That plate.
Oh, shit.
I'm scared to go in the kitchen in case it comes out. It's me. Can you see that? That plate is moving. Oh my god.
Okay.
Just broke that plate.
All right.
Oh my god, guys.
Sylvia hoped that over time the activity would fade, but instead it only seemed to grow more aggressive.
Knife was moving like a minute, and that knife's moving. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, guys.
In another disturbing clip, Sylvia stands frozen as a block of knives begins to shift on its own. Without warning, one of the knives suddenly launches in her direction. This moment marks a turning point because whatever is causing the activity is no longer just moving objects. It could seriously hurt her.
Right.
Now fast forward to 2025, 5 years after the haunting first began, and Sylvia says she's still living with the same dark presence inside her home.
Guys, I heard the kettle going. Guys, I've just heard the kettle going on itself. I didn't put it on. Let's put it in the kitchen. Put the kettle on.
What is that?
Screw it in the kitchen. What are you trying to tell me? Why did you do that? Why did you put the kettle on? Why did you put the kettle on? Oh my god.
Is that a TV?
Oh, get out of my kitchen. Get out of my house. Put it in the kitchen. I'm fed up with this now.
After years of non-stop poltergeist activity, Sylvia is clearly exhausted and terrified. And even after all this time, she says the fear hasn't faded at all. So the question is, did Sylvia truly invite something into her home back in 2020? Or is there another explanation for what's been happening all these years? As always, you decide. This video was recorded inside the home of a woman named Misty Huron early one morning. At first, nothing about it seems out of the ordinary. So take a close look.
Do y'all see what I mean? I mean, literally, I try to be done. I don't talk about it. I don't do all the things. And it's 7 a.m. on a Wednesday. And my light is just having a freaking party on its own. Just trying to make breakfast, make lunches. Here's my switch and whatever, remote. And here we are. Happy Wednesday, y'all.
At first glance, it's easy to dismiss what you're seeing here as a simple electrical issue, a faulty switch, old wiring, something mundane. But before settling on that explanation, there's more to this story that needs context. Misty says that strange things have been happening inside this house for quite some time, and when those experiences are put together, they become harder to ignore. One incident occurred while Misty and her family were away on vacation. A neighbor later contacted her and said that every night, as he drove past the house, he noticed the lights turning on and off repeatedly, despite the house being completely empty. On another day during the trip, Misty asked the same neighbor to unlock the front door so the housekeeper could enter before he left for work. He confirmed that he unlocked the door. But only minutes later, the housekeeper called Misty in a panic, saying the door was locked and she couldn't get inside. When Misty called the neighbor back, he insisted again that he had unlocked it and that no one else had been there since. Misty also says that toys inside the house have turned on by themselves and malfunctioned without explanation. And one room in particular has become infamous, a room where the family claims they've repeatedly heard something laughing, and where objects seem to move on their own. So when you connect the lights switching on and off, the locked doors, the malfunctioning toys, and the unexplained laughter, does it still feel like faulty wiring? As always, I'll let you decide. TikTok user Beard Dude shared a series of videos that he recorded while working alone as a gardener in a cemetery. In the first clip, he says he's been noticing strange movement around the area and believes something might be nearby. Speaking calmly, he addresses whatever he thinks could be there and asks it to give him a sign. Specifically, he asks that if it's in the room with him, it should close the door in front of him. At first, nothing happens. There's a brief pause, and then, suddenly, the door moves.
I heard you over there. I heard you moving around. Let me know you're here. Close that door. Yes, this is your cemetery, I know. I'm just trying to keep it nice for you. Keep it maintained and looking nice, out of respect. I'm not trying to
In the second video, Beard Dude is walking through another part of the work site. He explains that he keeps hearing strange shuffling sounds coming from behind a cement mixer. Each time he goes to check, there's nothing there. No one else is on site. No visible movement. But as he continues filming and looks away for just a moment, something unexpected happens nearby.
So I'm hearing shuffling now. It sounded like it was behind the cement mixer. Fast footsteps or something that was back there. And clearly you can see there's nobody back there.
I can't imagine being charged by 5 full-grown animals.
So, I'm not sure what that was. Reach behind there.
Okay. All right.
All right then. That.
The third and final clip was recorded on a rainy day. Beard Dude says that whenever the weather turns bad, unusual things seem to happen around him. He's focused on finishing his work as rain falls steadily around the cemetery. And once again, without warning, an object nearby suddenly moves on its own.
A rainy day up here. You gotta love it. I swear, anytime the weather's like this, weird shit happens. So let's hope today's not one of those days. There's that thing. Holy yeah, that's just great. Hell no.
Seeing tools and equipment shift or appear to be thrown while working alone in a cemetery is bound to raise a few eyebrows. Some viewers believe the repeated incidents, combined with the setting, suggest something paranormal, especially since the objects don't simply tip over, but seem to move with force. Others argue there could be practical explanations. Uneven ground, wind, vibrations from nearby equipment, or slick surfaces from the rain could all play a role. Skeptics also point out that some reactions happen just off camera, making it hard to rule out unseen factors. So is this just environmental conditions playing tricks at the worst possible location, or is something else making its presence known? As always, you decide. A Reddit user known as Novariety5078 shared this unsettling clip to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit. The footage was recorded by a security camera inside what appears to be a department store somewhere in Chile. At first, everything seems completely normal. The store is empty, quiet, and still. But within seconds, something strange happens. Watch the left side of the screen carefully.
Oh, hell.
A very tall, shadow-like figure appears to move down the staircase before suddenly disappearing.
Yeah.
If this footage is real, one detail immediately stands out: the figure's height. It looks far taller than an average person, and much taller than what most people imagine when they think of a ghost.
That's crazy.
There's very little information provided about the clip, which makes it difficult to know what's really happening here. Some viewers believe this could be a genuine apparition captured on CCTV, especially since the figure seems to move naturally through the space before vanishing. Others argue that this could be the result of a camera glitch. Low frame rate security cameras are known to struggle with movement on stairs, sometimes causing people to partially disappear due to compression or frame blending. Still, seeing a towering figure appear and fade away inside an empty store is enough to make anyone uneasy.
Exactly.
So what do you think? A technical error or something that wasn't meant to be there?
Exactly. Got a lot of creeps. Dropped a video.
Two friends were hanging out at one of their homes when the atmosphere suddenly began to feel off. One of them mentioned an intense wave of cold air moving through the room, strong enough to raise goosebumps. Sensing something wasn't right, the other quickly pulled out a phone and started recording. Take a look.
Did you just experience something?
Bro, I swear to God, dude, I felt something really cold.
Really? What?
Dude, what the f***? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
What the f***?
Okay.
Oh, shit. Dude, I kid you not, there's like literally nobody in there. What the f***, dude?
At first, nothing seemed unusual, but within seconds, strange sounds echoed from the nearby kitchen. Then, without warning, objects on the counter violently slid and flew off, crashing to the floor one after another. No one was near them. There were no pets, no drafts, and no explanation. Panic set in as the friends realized whatever caused it wasn't visible. Rewatching the footage later only made things worse. The movements were too sudden, too deliberate to be accidental. Something unseen wanted to be noticed, and it made sure there was no denying its presence. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. Leandro was drifting towards sleep when a strange rustling sound echoed from the back room of his apartment. At first, he brushed it off, assuming something had fallen over. But the noise didn't stop. It grew sharper, more deliberate, as if something was moving with intent. Uneasy, Leandro grabbed his phone and slowly made his way down the hallway. Just watch.
de julho de 2023. Nunca deixe sua porta aberta, ou isso vai acontecer na sua casa.
Será que é gato que tá aqui? Mexendo nas coisas? Mas não tem ninguém aqui.
What the fuck was that?
Caramba. Acho que tem alguém aí. Que susto, velho.
Ah, fuck that.
Que isso? Para, que isso? Quem tá aí? Tranquilo. Meu Deus, cara. Mãe.
O que tá acontecendo?
Não sei, parece que tem alguém aqui.
Nossa, tem que parar desses vídeos aqui, eu tô com medo já dessas coisas. Não tem ninguém, tem batendo na porta e vem.
When he opened the door, his stomach dropped. The room looked completely destroyed. Furniture was overturned. Objects were scattered across the floor, and the space looked as though something had gone berserk inside it. It reminded him of a wild animal. He lived alone. Heart pounding, Leandro stepped back and shut the door. That's when the handle began shaking violently, rattling as if something on the other side wanted out. Panicking, he flung the door open again. The room was spotless. Nothing was out of place. The back door was locked. Whatever had been there hadn't left, or maybe it never needed to. When strange things start happening in your home, most people try to find a logical explanation. For Sergio, that hope didn't last long. One quiet evening while watching YouTube alone, he suddenly heard the sound of a dog whining somewhere inside his house. The disturbing part was simple. Sergio didn't own a dog. Concerned, he grabbed his phone and began recording. Almost immediately, something unsettling happened.
Buenas noches, amigos, les habla su amigo Trovadoc. En videos previos ya les había comentado que han estado pasando fenómenos extraños aquí en la casa los últimos meses. De hecho, los perros están muy acelerados ahorita porque se escucharon ruidos por el rumbo de la sala. Y aproveché ahorita para grabar a ver si captamos algo. Se ha escuchado movimiento. Hemos visto una silueta un par de veces y pues bueno, vamos a ver qué logramos y si logramos captar algo. Ay, cabrón. Aquí, como ven, no hay nada. Vamos a grabar donde estaban escuchando los ruidos. Debo de admitir que estoy un poco nervioso. Ahí se puede escuchar el perro, que está un poquito alterado. No se ve muy bien.
Oh, that's weird.
No sé qué es lo que esté pasando. Lo que se cayó fue un muñequito de Santa Claus de los adornos de Navidad. Previo a esto, donde hemos visto la silueta pasar, puse talco para ver si lográbamos captar alguna huella. Ahorita voy a prender la luz a ver si se ve algo.
Are those prints?
estos ruidos son ya sumamente frecuentes.
What the fuck
Estas huellas
is going
evidentemente
on?
no estaban. Hace como una hora que puse el talco y van más o menos al rumbo donde está el Santa Claus que se cayó. Que voy a parar el video porque voy a salir de la casa para tratar de ver que no haya nadie, que no se... Estoy un poco nervioso, compañeros, pero bueno, me despido de ustedes. No olviden suscribirse al canal. A caramba, los saluda su amigo Trovadoc y denle dedito arriba para motivarnos y seguir grabando este tipo de fenómenos, a ver si encontramos alguna explicación.
The cabinet door slowly swung open by itself. Moments later, a doll resting on the counter suddenly fell to the floor, as if pushed by an invisible force. But the most chilling detail appeared afterward. As Sergio continued filming, faint paw prints began forming across the floor. No animal was present, and the marks appeared one by one, as though something unseen was walking through the room. Terrified, Sergio backed away, unsure of what he was witnessing. Paranormal researchers who later reviewed the footage suggested the presence of an animal spirit, possibly a ghost dog. According to them, animal entities are often harder to remove than human spirits, and may remain attached to a location out of loyalty or unfinished business. For Sergio, the haunting wasn't just frightening, it was personal. And if the spirit truly belonged to a dog, there's no telling how long it plans to stay.
Wow.
This chilling footage shows a married couple dealing with relentless poltergeist activity inside their home. What makes the situation even more disturbing is that this wasn't the first incident. For weeks, unexplained events had been occurring, slowly pushing both of them to their breaking point. In the video, the couple attempts to pack away objects they believe may be connected to the haunting. The atmosphere is tense, fear and frustration clearly taking over.
Wow. Baby, I don't know, but this shit, it's like starting to really creep me out.
Yeah, that's why I said let's put it all away.
Baby, I know, but oh, I'm just like nervous. Let's go.
I'm getting upset because
we're gonna close it off. Let's close it away. Let's. Oh, shit,
Oh
baby.
my
Baby.
fucking god.
Baby, baby, I was trying to put it away.
Not that. You
What
scared
was
the
that?
fuck out of you right there.
Why the move like that? Did I hurt you, baby? Did I hurt you? Did I bump into you?
Yes.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm real sorry.
I'm done.
Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was not my intentions, honey. Hold on.
I want to stop.
How the that motherfucker moving like that?
Oh my god.
Literally that mother. Baby, you seen that? You seen that shit?
I told you, I'm literally done with this. I'm about to just go in the other room because you're starting to piss me off.
Baby.
I don't want to play around with this shit no more.
Baby, I'm telling you, I don't want to play it neither, but this is crazy, baby.
Like, are you serious?
Suddenly, items begin moving on their own. A piece of furniture shifts violently, sending both of them into panic. The wife becomes visibly shaken, insisting they stop engaging with whatever is causing the disturbances. She believes the entity feeds on attention and fear, and that ignoring it might make it go away. Her husband, however, seems unsure, torn between fear and disbelief. As their argument escalates, the paranormal activity continues, growing more aggressive. The clip ends with the wife emotionally exhausted, refusing to continue. Whether ignoring the entity will stop it or make it worse remains an unsettling mystery. One one quiet evening, a man was relaxing in his living room, watching television and enjoying the calm of the night. Without warning, the silence was broken when silverware suddenly slid out of a kitchen drawer on its own.
Oh.
What the f? God damn it. This is getting old. Shit!
Whoa! Woo! That make you hold your knees right there. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shit. This, I'm out of here.
Startled, he paused the TV and went to investigate. The kitchen was completely empty. No open windows, no movement. Nothing that could explain what he had just seen. Uneasy but trying to stay calm, he returned to the couch. That's when fear truly set in.
That shit can shake you up.
Out of the corner of his eye, he noticed a tall, shadowy figure standing nearby, watching him. Its presence felt heavy and unnatural, as if it didn't belong in this world. Frozen in place, the man struggled to breathe, unable to look away. Whatever had entered his home that night hadn't come to harm him. It had come to be seen. The following video was shared by a Reddit user known as Baked Potato, who claimed that a friend had unknowingly captured something unsettling years earlier. The footage was recorded during a guided tour of the infamous Lemp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri, a location widely believed to be haunted due to the tragic history of the Lemp family, many of whom died under mysterious and heartbreaking circumstances. While filming inside one of the mansion's rooms, the camera slowly pans across the space. For just a brief moment, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen standing near the wall before instantly vanishing.
Yeah, I saw it. That's crazy. Oh, shit.
What makes this moment especially disturbing is that earlier footage clearly shows the area to be completely empty. There were no mirrors, no reflections, and no people nearby that could explain the figure's appearance. Given the mansion's chilling reputation, many believe this could be the spirit of a former Lemp family member, though no one knows for certain what was truly captured that day.
Bob told us that they were going to test the alien craft that night.
This unsettling moment comes from a live television broadcast, watched by millions, yet only a handful of sharp-eyed viewers noticed something truly disturbing. Political commentator Angela Rye was speaking via Zoom from what appeared to be her home. At first glance, the interview seemed completely normal. Nothing appeared out of place. However, as the broadcast continued, a small figure could be seen slowly peeking out from a doorway behind her.
Talking about her sleeping her way to the top. Now what she's up against is folks lying about her border record.
At first, many assumed it was a child, briefly wandering into frame. But when viewers paused the footage, the figure looked wrong. Its posture was stiff, its skin unnaturally pale, and one hand appeared oddly shaped and distorted. A Reddit user shared a screenshot, sparking intense online debate. Some insisted it was simply a trick of lighting or perspective. Others weren't so convinced. They believed the figure didn't look human at all. So what really appeared behind Angela Rye that day? A harmless coincidence, or something far more unsettling caught live on air? A woman named Sandra and her husband were enjoying a quiet weekend at home when they began experiencing something they couldn't explain. Take a look.
the? What? Like, why?
Is it going off?
Yeah, by itself again. Like, this is getting weird.
Is it grinding the axle?
Yes.
What the hell?
That is what I'm saying. What the hell?
Turn it off.
I did. Right.
Actually, turn it off underneath. Underneath, turn it off.
And it's button, like it's a button thing. So like it should not turn on unless someone presses the button. And I'm the one in front of it. So there's no reason. And if it's mom doing it, Brad, it's right when I said mom.
I know. Hit it again, turn it off.
Mom, is that you doing that?
That's crazy.
I'm not making this up.
I know you're not making this up. I'm watching it. I'm seeing it right here. I just got chill when that happened.
Without warning, an electronic device in the room powered on by itself, even though no one touched it. As the moments passed, the device continued activating on its own, responding almost as if it were reacting to their voices. Sandra believed it could be her late mother trying to communicate, as strange events had started shortly after her passing. Her mother had died only hours after Sandra whispered that it was okay to let go. What if it wasn't her mother at all, but something darker using grief as a way in? You may remember a woman named Lauren Combs who lives alone in a house located far from civilization. Ever since moving in, Lauren has been plagued by an overwhelming feeling that she isn't alone. While she tries to ignore it, her dog, Luna, often reacts to things Lauren cannot see, staring into empty spaces and whining for no apparent reason. One night, close to midnight, Lauren decided to record what was happening inside her living room. In the footage, Luna suddenly begins to whimper before an object falls on its own without explanation.
What was that?
Moments later, the doorbell rings repeatedly, despite footage from the outside camera showing no one at the door. Against her better judgment, Lauren opens it. Later that same night, at around 3 a.m., something even more disturbing occurs.
This is 6 and I am 1. I gave you 6 points, I'm deducting 7. This is ridiculous. Don't make me think
Oh.
a brave and accurate decision. Yes, my captain. Yes. Holy captain, your horticulture is harvestable. Ah, good. Oh, thank you. Fine. Hurry happily in that.
That's crazy.
While sitting alone, Lauren's hair is violently pulled by something unseen. At first, she assumes it was her cat, until she realizes the cat isn't even in the room. Since then, the activity inside the house has only intensified, leaving many to wonder whether Lauren's home is truly haunted, or if something far worse is at play.
One of the things students love about culinary school online with Escoffier is the toolkit.
A dog owner believed he was home alone when something deeply unsettling was caught on camera. YouTuber Life.360 recently shared footage that initially appears to be a typical home intruder situation. At first, he assumed his friend Derek had broken into the house as a prank, something Derek was known for doing. Wanting proof, Life.360 began recording. While using the bathroom, he heard his dog Nala barking uncontrollably, something completely out of character for her.
Nala! Nala! Nala!
What the hell? Yeah, go see. Dog shouldn't be whimpering like that.
Nala? Derek? Nala, come on out.
What happened to
come on
Nala?
out, seriously. Derek? Nala, where'd you go, princess? Nala?
Baby. No. What's wrong, Angel? Who do I love? Who do I love, pretty girl? Okay.
That is so weird. I've like never seen her that scared. Never seen her get that scared. Derek? Derek, that you? Nala. Nala. Come on, we're going.
Uh-oh.
Woo! We're leaving, let's go.
That dude just shit on his own, bruh. Time to get the dog and get the fuck out of there. Exactly. Exactly. Time to get the dog camera and get the fuck out of there.
Inside, he called out Derek's name while searching the house. As the footage continues, Nala is found hiding inside a bedroom, trembling in fear and refusing to move. Life.360 is clearly shaken, stating that he had never seen his dog react that way before. Moments later, a strange noise echoes from the kitchen, causing panic to set in. As he rushes to grab Nala and leave, the bedroom door suddenly shuts on its own. That's when the realization hits. This wasn't a prank, and it wasn't a person. Since that night, Hoopla, 22, and Nala have been staying at his parents' house. Although Nala is physically unharmed, her behavior has noticeably changed. Hoopla, 22, believes the encounter was paranormal, but viewers remain divided. So what do you think? Was something supernatural lurking inside the house? Or is there a logical explanation behind what happened that night?
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment. See you in the next one.
And I'm going to see y'all in the next one as well. I hope y'all enjoyed this so much. Shit ain't made that. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. What crazy videos we discovered tonight. Crazy videos. Love y'all so much. See y'all in the next one. I'm out. Make sure y'all follow the socials. Follow the socials. We are at 95 out of 100 on YouTube. We're almost there to our goal, y'all. Go ahead and follow if you are new. And peace.